What's up, guys? I want to talk about two things. One, how technology is failing you and giving you false hope when you're calorie burning. And two, what you shouldn't be doing with these macro counting apps to make sure that it's accurate. Now, these pieces of technology that track your sleep and exercise, all these things, they're awesome. I would never tell somebody to not get it. I think more data is good. Now, we can't survive off these things and base all of our decisions, whether it be exercise, recovery, or anything based off of this. And when in technology, I'm talking about Apple Watches, Garmin watches, there's Oura Rings, there's Whoop straps, any of these things. They're all cool, they're all fun, they're all good data. But most of the time, some are better than others, but they typically widely overestimate how many calories you're burning. So you might do an hour of exercise, think you're doing great, work super hard, and your watch will say, hey, you burned 500 calories. And you're like, man, that's a ton of calories. Like, that's awesome. Like, I worked so hard. Now, with that, you didn't burn that many calories. I'm sorry to break it to you. You probably, in an hour of exercise, working pretty hard, getting your heart rate up and down throughout, doing all the right things, you're probably burning 200 to 300 max, and it depends on the person, obviously, but probably closer to the 200 calories. So right off the bat, we're like, hey, these just don't really estimate your calorie burn correctly. Like I said, some are better than others. Some will be way up to 600. Some are closer to what I'm saying. And if it's closer to that, hey, maybe it's more accurate. That's great. Maybe you get a better idea. The second thing of what you shouldn't do with this information is we don't want to go into these apps which count your macros, whether it's MyFitnessPal or Chronometer, whatever it may be. A lot of these things, and you don't know what you don't know. So say you're starting macro counting, you go into your app, it says, hey, how tall are you, how much you weigh, all this information. Says, well, hey, did you exercise today when you're doing your calories? And you're like, yeah, I did. My watch says I burned 600 calories. All right, cool. So it puts it in, and then it automatically gives you an allotment of 600 calories more than what you were, say, prescribed. Say you're going to eat 1,700 calories. Well, now it's saying you can eat 2,200 calories, okay, based off of what you did for exercise. And you start doing that, you're trying to lose weight, and you're like, why am I not losing weight? What is going on? I'm doing everything right. I'm exercising, I'm doing this and that. If I go and look at your MyFitnessPal and say, oh, you've been putting your exercise in, it's giving you 500 extra calories. You're eating 500 extra calories a day because your technology is telling you that you should. So that's where people get caught up. And look, you're trying to do all the right things. I know it's frustrating. You're not sure what to do or how to do it. And you're like, I'm just doing what I'm told on this app. I don't recommend adding in your calories, adding in the calories burned from your exercise. Even if you think it's accurate, I would just keep it out of there and just track your food on that technology. Now, like I said, this technology, all these things are great, whether it's the macro count or the counting your macro apps, or if it's the wearable technology that can track your workouts, your sleep, all those things. All those things are great. But in this particular moment, do not trust the calories until maybe we get technology that's so accurate we can really find it for that specific person. That's going to be awesome if someone can figure that out. But also going forward in those macro counting apps, do not add your exercise in there. Just do your food. It's going to be a lot more accurate and you're going to get a lot more results. So I hope this helps. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out.